So Saturday night, my neighbours invited me over to a party.
Do you know them well enough?
Not really.
Oh, I like
just,
these.
Interesting.
I like the
g'day,
spontaneous.
g'day.
Yeah.
They're young, 24.
Mm.
And they moved in maybe 6 months ago. So they've been chill. But we just say g'day, g'day. And the guy's like really keen to know me.
Yeah,
He sees me a spontaneous lifestyle. I have my bike, I have a ball, I go into the gym. So he's like, man, this guy's always up and about. He's a golfer guy, but he doesn't have and he's a chippy.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have that build. So I'm just intrigued about how this came about. But nevertheless, I just don't have that. Maybe I'm a bit shy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just don't want it awkward. So I just keep it g'day, g'day.
I feel
have
ya.
a bit of laugh. So he has the balls to invite me and my missus over
Yeah, he does.
for a party. I thought it was actually a smooth move. We're young.
Why not?
We're like, yeah, why not? We're gonna be
Neighbours.
we'll be causing a ruckus. And so yeah, we get in there. Girlfriend's all nervous.
Yeah.
She's like, shit. I said, we can have backup plans.
Yeah. Chains
So-
on the walls.
So our backup plan was to go to a friend's party as well.
Okay.
Organize that a last moment just to get together. But anyway, we ended up staying there till 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a party.
What
Yeah,
happened?
yeah,
What
yeah.
went down?
Bruh.
Shots.
Well, these guys, shots, soju. People were just talking about underclub bars. I'm not going to say the bar and location, but
As in when you say what, underclub, as in
underground. Sorry,
underground. When you say underground, you mean like above the law, underground but above the law. Is that what you're talking about? Sort of.
Yeah, it's not legal at all. There's no RSA.
Right.
Free service
Okay.
alcohol.
Shit.
Tell us more.
Hey, snakes in the bathroom.
You tell us off the show, huh?
Yeah.
You tell us off the show.
So
Sorry.
wow.
Snakes in the bathroom at this party or at the clubs?
in this underground club.
Oh, fuck. Thank God.
So I'm just bro. But we found out that we're in a block of units, but we've been quite sheltered from what happens in the neighborhood. We just face the park, and as you hear the swings and you hear the kids play basketball and all that jazz. So we're chilling. But at number 4, they're telling us what happens across the road, what happens with the neighbors, and the most wilder thing was that our neighbor has grass up to maybe my shoulders, and I'm
Uncut.
1.8 centimeters.
Yeah.
So, and they're saying that there's a tent man that used to live there, just next door in the grass.
Oh.
So because it's a big plot of land, but they got a small house at the front, and it's just huge land, huge amount of grass, and there's a tent man that just decided to set up shop.
Shit.
And so how the eventuation of the guy leaving was just one day it just came down pouring of rain.
Poor bloke.
Yeah, he's like, bro, I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here.
His house melted away.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
So
shit.
that's I'm surprised, what's happening in my neighborhood, and I'm just chilling, just listening to what's going on in the park, and doing my own
Reminds
thing.
me of the movies. Have you seen Bad Neighbors with Zac Efron?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
that vibe.
And
as well,
they-
yeah.
And they invite the neighbors over, tactically, to make them okay with the party.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why they've invited you over.
Exactly.
Yeah, you guys are cool with the noise,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
more
cool.
on the
Bro,
clubs.
they didn't stop the party till 2, and then it went kick-ons, and they
Oh, they went out.
they went out. I was like, bro, for me everything's closed at 2. It's hard to even get into a place after midnight.
Yeah.
Um,
Not at the underground.
No, nothing.
see, I was like, bro, I need to hook this kid in.
When he's sticking you and taking all your money.
Welcome to the Bronx Cheer Basketball Show. I am your host, Nathan. I'm joined by my co-host, Chichi,
Yes, sir.
Ryan, and again, here I am, the Philly fan. We are now 1-3, fellas.
I don't know. Congratulations. Or
You're 1-3 as well, yeah?
yeah, but we're chilling.
Yeah. What about you guys? You guys won a game?
We haven't won a game.
Haven't won a
We
game?
haven't won a game.
Yeah, but you guys
haven't won a
chaos.
game.
See, it's interesting. Depression mode over here, desperation mode, and I'm here. We're just chilling.
He's like
chilling. Hey, we know his space gonna come good. All good things take time, man. Just preparing the sauce.
Okay. Wow. Like, when you really think about it, yeah, we're three of us sitting here. We're all fucking bozos right now. Like, our
It's a bit hard at
teams-
the moment. It's a tough week.
The fucking,
been a very
oh my
tough week.
gosh. The NBA's back, obviously.
Back. Let's go.
And we've had to digest all the results from, this first week or so. It's been about 6 days. It's kicked off with the first game of Philly at the TD Garden against Boston. And we just fucking laid an egg. Jalen and Jason just dropped 70 on us.
JJ
combined.
boys.
Anyway, I don't know. Where do we even start? Like, this episode is going to be totally about, we're doing good vibes, bad vibes. We're going to, I want to cover like every team, but we're going to pick out main teams.
Okay.
Right? Main
good.
teams that we want to talk about. Let me just start off with, how are you, Ryan?
I'm not bad at all. I better get the jumper off. Just show it's underneath, Let them know just to get the
Red? What's red?
What's red?
I don't know. What is red?
Hang on. Hang on. Jimmy James Harden.
Oh,
The
okay.
Rocket Man.
We got two
Number
sort of
13, James Harden.
Philly
from
affiliates.
the Rockets.
Yeah, I like
He
it.
done good today.
Ooh.
He done good today, so we'll give him the support.
He's been...
I'm doing well, though. I'm doing well,
Yeah.
guys.
I-
Supporting James Harden, why not?
I actually thought you had maybe a Lakers jersey or something under there. And you were going to still be like, yeah, we're still winning the championship.
I can't.
No, he's
I
got that
tell-
brain transplant for reals.
I had to get my old brain and just the pre-Laker
Ooh.
brain and just
Ooh.
put it on for a bit. It's been
Cheech, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Yep.
Chilling.
Yep.
Recoveries from Saturday night, so
Yeah.
we're good.
Were you hungover really badly or what?
No, I know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Just drinks lots of water
Yeah.
before going to bed. And but no, I was the responsible one.
Yep.
tough.
My girlfriend was worse for wear.
Yeah, shout out my mum. She recommends a Panadol before bed, no hangover ever.
Okay.
I don't know, but I don't try it because it's a bit overdosey to me.
Yeah.
Depends how much
yeah.
you drink as well. They say not to
Yeah,
mix
yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
What's the other ones as well? I don't know. I feel like there's other people have all their, cures that they go by or
Powerade before bed, or something like
precautions
that.
that they go by. But I just don't drink a lot. That's why I just don't really ever get hangovers. Rise. Okay. We got to start somewhere.
Speak to us.
We got to start somewhere. I know you're wearing that Rockets t-shirt, but just give me like your 6-day emotions in one statement.
6-day emotions on the whole
NBA
or the Lakers? The Lakers, all right.
You know what I'm talking about. This is what the
6-day
people are here
emotion.
for.
It's been a hard 6 days. I've watched every single game, the full game of the Lakers. Just because I'm that fan, I'll watch. I want to see how we lost. It's been difficult. We can't shoot to save our lives. We could have finished every team. Every 3 games we played, we had the opportunity in the fourth to actually close out the game. We did. And we just couldn't put the ball in the basket.
I can see
And it just didn't work. And I've been...
something's pulsating up here.
It is pulsating. My head has been... It's been hard to take in.
X-ray scans. This man's got an LB. Laker brain. Pattern pending. Cheech, how you feeling? 1 week emotions.
Excited?
Yep.
Relieved?
I told you Miami's the Lakers of the East.
Nah, man. Heat
it's
culture,
it's,
man.
It's not heat brain, it's heat culture.
Heat culture, man.
Laker
Like
Hero
brain.
brain.
looking good?
Sixers,
When it's time for the
information, encyclopedia.
process.
We come to you with knowledge. All right, I will go. I'll talk about the Sixers just momentarily. Look, we're going to get into it with the vibes. Last week, when the Sixers lost to Boston, I was meant to edit all day this show that we recorded last week. You might wonder why it came out a day late. I was so depressed. It ruined my whole day. The whole day I was just on TikTok like, yeah.
And the game's at the start of the day and it doesn't help. That's how I've been feeling all
And
week.
like, as much as it really helped that the Lakers lost, and I love that, it just didn't because I knew they were going to lose. But to lose to Boston, I hate Boston. Yeah, and just wrap that all up in a ball, and that's what I've been feeling for the last week. That loss killed me, and then we lost to fucking Milwaukee, and they didn't have Pat Connaughton or Chris Middleton.
Or Ingles.
Or or Ingles. And then we lost to the Spurs.
Yes, sir.
The Victor Wembanyama Spurs. And my God, Popovich, like, I don't know if he's just going to coach till he dies, but he just genuinely looks like he's like, no offense, but he's just so old. His hair is like,
So
it's like he
thin,
just got an
so
electric
thin.
shock.
Yeah.
And it's so thin and I don't know, bro. It's just, we'll listen
Still
to
gets a
Yeah.
W.
We'll listen to them.
Hey, but
And I don't even care that we won today.
and the Spurs were playing like top-notch basketball.
yeah,
like
yeah.
they're
Watch that.
slowing it down in that last 5 minutes, making sure you guys didn't get the ball.
Yeah.
Passing smoothly. I was like, man, this is a professional team. And that's why I have them as a cold. I'm like, man, you guys supposed to be tanking out here 3-0.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. But anyway, that's my feelings. Let's get into it. But before we do, if you're new to the show, hit that subscribe button, that notifications bell. And if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, hit that 5-star rating.
Yes, sir.
It really helps the show.
Chime in.
All right, I'll start first.
Uh-huh.
Let's do it.
Here you
Good
go.
vibes. All right, we'll do good vibes and then we'll do bad vibes. Or you want to do like all good vibes and then all bad vibes?
Yeah, let's alternate.
Alternate?
Yeah.
Let's alternate.
All right.
Mix it up.
Yeah, all right. Let's even alternate per person. So I'll start
Let's
with
do
the
it.
good vibes one. And my good vibes starting off is the New York Knicks, who are now 2-1, I believe. They today beat the Orlando Magic. And look, the Magic are, we know what they're going to be. But look, I think they might have dodged a pretty substantial bullet by not pulling the trigger on this Donovan Mitchell trade in the offseason. Because if they had given up basically their future for Donovan Mitchell, and then they had Donovan Mitchell, and even if they had like RJ, which they probably wouldn't have, RJ and Co and Donovan and Julius Randle and all this, you know what I mean? Where are they going? They were going to continue to be the Knicks, and they were just going to continue to be the Knicks. They were just going to keep being mediocre at best.
Yep.
They're probably still going to be mediocre now. However, they have every opportunity to keep building on their future. And at the same time, Jalen Brunson is proving to be that consistent, solid piece that we were seeing in Dallas.
Yeah, I'm surprised, eh?
Yeah, and so I don't know. I'm good vibes. New York Knicks.
vibes, yeah.
I get good vibes because they finally made a good decision, even if they sort of weren't planning on it. The Cavs came and swooped in.
Exactly.
But they made a good decision in the offseason to really build. They can pack it up at any time this season. I don't want anyone to get too fooled by the first few games.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of these teams will pack it up
early.
in the second half of the season. They can pack it up this season if they want to go for Wembanyama. They can pack it up next season. They still have that opportunity to go for the high draft picks, the top talent, or even, get some wins on the board and bring in more Jalen Brunsons. Get rid of like Julius Randle or whoever else, or whoever's going to be Deadwood. Good vibes from the Knicks.
I like how Jensen Brunson he's like the glue
Yeah.
for all their pieces.
He's just another
Like,
good player.
everybody was
Solid.
like individually had talent,
Yeah.
but like a little bit selfish and a little bit dumb at times. But he's just like the brain behind it, and
He's a finisher as well.
Yeah.
Finishers, like, that's what you need.
yeah.
Emmanuel quickly is great coming off the bench now, of course. Obi Toppin, I feel like he might take a leap this season, which will be good. So he'll push, the starters to try and get in. Randall started off, I know Tibbs is playing him heavy minutes, of course. But Randall started pretty nicely.
They all had heavy minutes last
Yeah,
year.
yeah, and they always do. Randall started nicely, and who else? Well, that's about it. I think RJ Barrett's sort of finding his way into this season. He's been all right. I think he can go to another level, especially since he should be going to more levels. I think RJ Barrett started a bit slow, but overall, I just get good vibes from the New York Knicks. Now,
I like that.
Rice.
Good vibes.
No, give us a bad vibes.
You want a bad vibe? All right, we've got who should I pick out? Let's go with the Denver Nuggets.
Oh,
Really?
The
Wow.
People are gonna think I hate the Nuggets. I didn't have Jokic very high.
The 1 and 3.
Really?
Oh yeah, you
Um,
didn't. Oh,
Look,
No.
it was hard. It was hard, but
You had How many other teams? 29 other teams to pick for.
The Denver Nuggets are currently, after today's loss in Portland, I believe that they are 1-3. No, they're 2-2.
They're 2-2. Big loss against Portland.
Yep.
Huge loss. I did watch a bit of the game. We'll talk about Portland later, but Denver Nuggets. I don't know, just bad vibe. I feel like they're a team after the second half of the season. That's when they're gonna come all together. I feel like the first start of the season they're gonna be between 10 to 6.
Yeah. So let me ask you the question of, even Jokic just said, he's a funny guy, Jokic, the Joker.
He is.
He's like, I love having Jamal Murray back. I love playing with him.
Yep.
But he's gonna be shit for the first 20 games,
Yeah,
and we
and
just
that's-
have to deal with that. And that's right. They've got him on a minutes restriction.
Heavy.
MPJ, I don't know. He's got to find his feet as well.
Mm.
They're gonna find their gel. What if they're fully gelling by the end of the season? Do you think, does that give you good vibes in the future, or do you still, with your Jokic low ranking, do you still just not believe in them?
No,
some
I do believe them. There's so many matchups in the NBA at the moment. It's hard to pick who can be there at the end of the season, but definitely like they're going to gel.
Yeah.
They will gel, but just like Jokic said, he's going to be shit first 20 games. As sports people, we've all come back from injuries, and it's hard.
Yeah.
Like it does take games just to get rhythm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
he was shocking today
Yeah.
in Portland. He
yeah,
was so bad.
yeah, it was bad.
I think you're either a Nuggets believer or you're not. And I
Yeah.
think you're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'd say so.
I think just because, and we'll see, obviously they've had it interrupted. Murray went off in the bubble. And no one was going to beat the Lakers that year. Then he's injured. Jokic doesn't have the highlights. I think we touched on this last week. They're not a team that can really... I wouldn't call them, blame me if you want. I wouldn't call them a very high-ranked league pass team. They don't just grab your attention, for example, the Pelicans have in this first week. Everyone wants to turn on.
You don't go put on
Pelicans.
the Nuggets.
You know what I mean? So I think you're either a Nuggets sort of investor. We'll do NBA stock market eventually. You're either you're buying or holding your stock, or you're truly not in at
riding
all.
them, yeah.
You don't have any interest. Cheech,
Yeah.
give me a good vibes.
Good vibes. Boston Celtics.
Bit of an easy one, I might say.
Oh, but I have to.
Because of the coach, you thought,
Yeah.
Give him credit.
Yeah.
Give
I
him
have to
credit.
Give him credit.
Give him credit.
They came
I
out
agree.
blaze. I mean, they just.
JJ boys.
We're cooking some Embiid tonight. That was fantastic. And then they also cooked Miami Heat. And I can't remember who else. Shit, forgot off the top of my head. But they're 3-1.
today they lost.
yeah, they
quite
lost.
comfortably to the Bulls.
Yeah, so I was like, it's just a throwaway
And
game.
that-
You win some, you lose
That
some.
assistant coach you're referring to, Joe Mazzulla, got thrown out.
Oh, really?
did.
During that game?
Yeah, I was
haven't-
watching. This guy gets thrown out. They're down by 15. I'm like, and I was having I'm like,
Right.
yes, fuck yous.
He's trying to. I think he's trying to win the team over. Just saying
yeah,
we're
get
on
it,
the
yeah.
same page. Blah blah blah. But I'm really impressed with the schemes that they've followed through from last year. They just said, "Hey, we're gonna start hot." They were playing defense level defense.
Yeah.
The way that they were guarding Embiid. Basically double teaming him, kind of passively, and Embiid had no answer for it. Marcus Smart trying to show he's worthy from that Defensive Player of the Year, even though I don't really believe it, but he's at least showing that tenacity and whatnot.
Great.
Tatum and Brown.
Tatum's been playing at an MVP level.
Yeah, he
level.
has.
Yeah,
he has.
so that one's
They got Brogdon. He's great length.
Brogdon
Yeah.
adding to their bench.
Man, that's
it's
even him on the
been-
bench. I can't fathom it.
the
It's-
depth that they have. It's been something else.
And then they still got Robert Williams to come back. Oh man, that first game, as I mentioned, destroyed me.
They look like they just played last finals just recently.
Yeah.
That's how they came
And
out.
that's-
Just hot.
That's the level I hoped that Suns would have taken.
Yeah.
You know, considering they got into the finals and blew it.
Yeah.
Which is, hey. But they never took that. They're really showing that we're no longer boys. We're no longer even adolescents. We're men out here. And their way that they dismantled Magic, I think they were toying with them, to be honest.
Yeah.
They allowed them to be in the game, but it was a very comfortable win, even though it was like relatively close, where they were just easily having misdirections. Hey, I'm able to go inside the paint as I wish and whatnot. So, it's an easy hot, but I have to give credit because I was really discrediting them at the beginning of the year.
Yep. All right. Now we'll swing back to me. I hate the Celtics. I don't want to praise them anymore. But bad vibes.
Mm-hmm.
The Los Angeles Clippers, who I have picked for the NBA championship. Look, I've still got them for the championship. It would be ridiculous for me to say that I'd changed my mind now. And here's why I have bad vibes, even though they're currently, 2-1. Here's the bad vibes. I hope they know what they're doing.
And not just have the pieces.
And what I mean by that is,
hope.
You remember how I referred to, like, we're talking vibes here, and gut feels and narratives, but all these things are backed up by evidence sometimes and by, I don't know, atmospheres in these teams. Mm-hmm. And the Clippers still haven't actually ticked off the atmosphere yet. They haven't actually ticked off we're a winning ball club. And I've been believing in them and believing in them. But I really hope they know what they're doing. They've got fucking 15 playable players. They've got to keep them all happy. Kawhi and John Wall are going to not play all these fucking every second game or whatever this bullshit is. They've got, I just don't know. And in that opening game against the Lakers, they've got too much talent to have lost that game. This is why I didn't put them in that top tier for the regular season. And I feel like sometimes, how many times do we actually see a team relax in the regular season and then win the chip? It's actually not often. We say, they can if they want. The Warriors did it. The Warriors did it once or twice. Teams have done it. But it's actually not often.
Yeah.
Normally, the team that's like trying their hardest gets...
When the Lakers won, they were first in the regular season.
Yeah. And so I'm a huge believer in the Clippers, but you know what? They're not gonna like smash anyone for a while. It seems like. When Kawhi and PG first got there, and then in 2021 before Kawhi got hurt again, there's little spurts when they finally picked up, like they were rolling. I don't know. I don't know if it's bad
It's a
vibes.
fragile state.
I hope that they know what they're doing. And this is the year that they only spend, let's use the 20-game mark, like Jokic did. They only spend 20 to 30 games maximum with this working it out, working Kawhi out, working who of the 15 players is going to be the starters, the main guys, and the main guys off the bench. I hope they work it out and then come strong for the playoffs. Because, as I said, championship teams don't take the regular season.
They can't play
Okay,
15 in the playoffs, even 10.
Yeah, that's right. That's another thing. And then you need to keep people happy as well. You got some personalities there. Maybe they're not the loudest personalities, but Marcus Morris will chirp up if he needs to. If he feels like he's,
How was Kawhi? I reckon a quiet was fantastic.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah. Came on straight away.
That was really nice. That was really good to see. And John Wall looked nice as well.
I'm excited about those.
Their talent, it's just I hope they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I hope they...
too many pieces of the puzzle.
I hope that right now, the Clippers coaching staff, and even the front office and all of them, I hope that they're sitting around a table many times a week saying, how can we work this out? Let's try this. Don't waste the whole season again. Because then maybe a team, like a hungry team, such as maybe like the Pelicans, or even this season, like maybe the Suns, or even like a new team like Golden State, or even like Minnesota. I know they're a bit of a mess right now, but if they out hunger a team again at the end, this Clippers bullshit is going to happen again. Bad vibes.
Bad vibes.
To start the season.
Basement team.
They got to get rolling.
Lakers are coming.
Sooner rather than later. Give me some good vibes,
There's
Rice.
some good vibes. What time is it? Dame time, baby. Portland Trailblazers. Man, what can I say? I know they beat the Lakers. They beat them because Russ threw that last shot up with 30-something seconds ago, and Dame time just closed it out. Step back throwing Lonnie Walker, the man. But Portland Trailblazers, let's give them some respect. Dame, when you're watching this, I do apologise. You probably should be a top 10 player, definitely, in the list.
Yeah.
I don't. 3 games I played.
Yeah,
3.
I think it's 4.
4 now?
4-0. I was going to
4-0.
open the show today with an icebreaker that I was going to maybe come up with if I had time. I was going to print out a Damian Lillard apology form.
Yeah.
And we were all going to sign it.
I drove here.
Oh.
I drove here
And
wanting
you're telling
to.
me right now that this Damian Lillard, he was out for all last
Yeah,
year, right?
I knew, we knew we had to be careful with
No,
our
but-
tier list.
But we also put Kawhi in, all of us. And Kawhi's been pretty much out the same amount of... Kawhi's been down the same amount of time as Dame.
Yeah.
We should have given Dame the respect. I
should have.
am sorry, Dame.
Yeah, but I felt like I did in my heart. But, but it didn't just come out. I said,
My mistake.
We'll watch it back.
Hey,
We'll watch it clip
but
back.
you have to also remember that those other guys have come up. You have Simons. You have...
Oh, no, but Dame has been...
Oh, Dame has been... Yeah, but that's Dame. I knew Dame was going to get 40.
Well,
But I thought he was going to lose.
Then you should have put him in your top 10.
I thought he was going to lose.
Dame. But the Portland touching on that, Anthony Simons. My goodness.
pick
Yeah,
for
good pick.
Most improved player. He was paying $41.
Jeremy Grant. Josh Hart.
Hart.
Like, the defensive... They've what? They're copying 108 points per game, which is one of the lowest in the league. And it just shows their length and the defensive, and they can score.
They have
Can score buckets. Like, offense beats better defense, and they can do that. They can
They
score.
have so far beaten the Kings in Sacramento. Then they beat the Suns in overtime. Then they beat the
Big.
Lakers in LA. And then today they beat the Nuggets.
Huge. When they beat
4-0.
the Nuggets, I thought today was their first loss. I was thinking, all right,
Yeah.
let's give Jokic his credit for doing everything, and maybe we'll
I
just
was
take
watching
over.
today's
he'll just
game.
play with Nurkic, and
I was watching today's game live, and Anthony Simons fucking going crazy in the third quarter.
He hit heat.
This season, he has scored 29 points, and then 12, and then 16, and then... No, sorry. 22, 16, 12, and then today 29. He's gonna be the
crazy.
most improved.
It's crazy.
And obviously, Jeremy Grant's a solid piece. Nurkic, when he's not being stupid, is a solid piece. Josh Hart is playable.
Nah, I like
No,
Josh
he's
Hart.
scrappy.
Yeah, you can like it.
I think maybe is it PTSD from Lakers?
No,
I think
Come on, he's playable. He's a good player.
Yeah.
He's a
okay.
good-
He's not gonna.
he's a guy. He's a scrappy guy, but like he'll always play hard. He'll get those balls.
Hello,
he goes
but-
for rebounds.
After all this, us praising the Trailblazers, and I'm so happy for them. I'm going to counter you right now. You said good vibes. I've got bad vibes coming from the Blazers.
Bad vibe.
Yeah.
Mic drop. Mic drop.
Bad, but what's the?
Are they going to win the championship this year or next year? Cheech.
No.
No. And I'm a championship or... What is your quickest route to a championship? I know not everyone
They've
agrees
got a
with
recipe. They've got length.
That.
They can defend.
You don't actually think that they can contend. Don't tell me.
No,
you
they're
not
not
not contenders, but
But that's what I'm saying.
how many?
No.
Have you seen the league? At the
They
moment?
should... bro, no. It's 3 games in. I'm telling you right... 4 games in. I'm telling you right now... Look, everyone, even the tanking teams, are all doing the thing where get your season tickets in. They're winning.
Yeah.
All the shit teams are winning early because they're going to pack it up later.
yeah.
They might be doing
That's
the
what the
same
Lakers
thing,
are doing.
but I don't think they're going to do the same thing. They didn't recruit like they're going to do that. Dame wouldn't want them to do that. I don't think they're going to do that. And they're just going to hit the same ceiling. They made the conference finals.
First round exit.
Oh,
First round-
no.
gatekeeper kind of
Championship. What is your quickest route to a championship? Please take it.
It's interesting.
I don't know. They're just a fun team.
It's
They're a
fun,
fun team.
but
Yeah.
Dame wants a ring. I want a ring.
Come
for
to the
him.
Lakers.
yeah,
Dame.
I don't know. Does he want a ring?
Has he?
No, because like
Come
you
on,
know,
Lakers.
No.
at the end of the day, if he
Yeah.
wanted a ring, he should be chasing.
I don't know if he
think
wants a ring. Yeah.
I think he's just happy being
But
there.
oh man,
He's
I don't
so
know,
good,
man.
but he's
So I was listening,
so
I was
good.
listening
He's
to
a
different
phasey.
podcasts, and people were saying, I reckon Dame's gonna. I reckon one of the big things that's gonna happen this season. This is other podcasts saying this is that Dame will either ask out middle of the season finally, or they will finally just without him asking out trade him. This is what people were predicting before the season because they thought it was going to be so bad, and it still might get bad. I'm telling you,
it's
it
just
still
3
might
games,
get
man.
bad. This team is fun, but they're not that great.
And they're all rookies, so they're.
And what are you noticing, actually? Let's talk about it. Like, a lot of the top teams, other than Celtics and Warriors, are sort of false starting.
yeah.
And all the
Standard.
bottom teams are starting hot.
Mm.
It's because the bottom teams are getting the early wins and then they're going to tank. The top teams want to get it right properly for an 82-game season and then playoffs.
Interesting.
Blazers could still take a turn. I just hope that they're not going to actually win because
I didn't have him very high on my list, but
they're not going to
just
win.
that
man.
very small 4-game sample.
You had them. Did you?
I had them at low.
You had them on the bottom, didn't you?
Yeah. I
Bottom
had to-
tier, I'm
I
pretty
had
sure.
them at the
Yeah,
bottom
that's. I'm
tier.
sorry, Dame. I'm sorry.
Or did you have
when
them
you
at the
watch this?
bottom
I'm
No,
tier?
sorry.
no.
Ah, okay.
But it was like it was low.
Yeah.
It could have
But
been.
I was like, sorry, Damien, like, because I know he's a stud, but I thought everybody around him would just
Yeah.
be too trash.
I mean, I know we're going to get into these teams soon, but I had the obvious Jazz. No, sorry. Spurs, Rockets, and OKC in the bottom tier.
Mm.
And I remember you guys had one team each. I think one of you might have had Jazz in the bottom tier.
Yeah, I
And
think I
one
had
of
him
you had
somewhere.
Portland in the bottom tier or
I'm
something
pretty
like
sure I
that.
had Jazz.
Yeah, bro. Like, let's... Who's got Jazz?
I had Spurs, Houston.
Someone's got
Kings.
Jazz with the vibes.
I had Spurs, Houston Kings.
No, I don't have Jazz as
Jazz,
a vibe.
good vibes.
You got Jazz, good vibes?
Jazz, I got good
Yeah.
vibes.
Let me tell you right now.
Good vibes, just like Portland.
Let me tell you right now.
Good
They
vibes.
They're gonna flip.
Okay, but they don't have actually the personnel to just pack it up. They've got too good of personnel. And this is
Really?
why you
They've
can't
got all
possibly
players
have them
playing with the chip.
Rockets,
Just-
OKC, and Spurs have a head start on the whole West on the Wembanyama chase. It's Jazz, the finisher, Lauri Markkanen. They can't pack up every player. They literally,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
illegal.
Yeah.
They're not going to pack up every player. These
I
teams.
know the Sexton, but
Yeah, so
He's
they
coming
got
off the
they got
bench,
Markkanen,
Sexton.
Uh-huh.
they got Sexton, they got Clarkson, they got Conley. They're going to trade a few of these guys, granted, but overall they're nowhere near worse teams than OKC, Spurs, and Rockets.
I think the adversity of just a long season will just wear on them after a long road trip. It's all these young teams. They all falter.
but
it's
I
the
reckon
mature
that
teams that stay
those
strong.
three that I said below are clearly worse.
Mm.
And same with your Portland pick of being on the bottom. No way.
Yeah,
No
I know. I
way
take
that
that
they were
back.
going to. You look at OKC
yeah.
and that. No chance. No chance. That they're so happy that everyone's winning. They're like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
you guys are idiots.
Give us that 7-footer.
Head start. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure you guys heard about that you guys picked the wrong teams to go in the bottom tier. You want to talk about the Utah Jazz even more, or
No, we don't have to talk about too much,
they
but
started off with a nice win against Denver.
against Denver.
Talked about the bad vibes in Denver.
Yep. They've
Yeah.
got. I watched their last full game. Who did they play? They played. Shit, who was it?
The Jazz.
The Jazz. They played.
Well, what I do
who
know
they
is
have?
that Lauri Markkanen was
the Pelicans.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes. But
I
you
watched
know,
that game.
Let me say
Man,
about
but-
that win.
Okay. Yeah.
Brandon Ingram was out, as in like for half the game, and then Zion didn't
Yeah,
finish the game.
yeah, I saw
Both
it.
of them
So-
didn't finish the game.
But still, they're
yeah.
it looks good. It looks.
Yeah.
It's actually. It looks fun to. It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch. Jordan Clarkson's a starter. He's putting buckets in when needed. Mike Conley shoots sometimes, but is more just drawing the defense, kicking it out to those open guys, and Lauri Markkanen.
What do you guys
and
think of
Kaleo
their
Olynyk. I like
their
it.
new uniforms?
The Jazz is ugly.
Yeah, no, I wasn't a big fan of. I like their
I
white.
hate all this changing of uniforms. Apart, like I don't mind a refresh.
Yeah.
But man, it's.
I just like their
for me,
white
it's
one. They're
just too
normal.
much.
Yeah,
The best uniform for me so far this season, the refresher, is the Celtics. that
Yeah, that
cursed
was nice.
text,
Yeah.
gold, green,
yeah, that is kinda
rich
cool.
colors.
Dedication to
Classic.
Bill Russell.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
just phenomenal.
The black trims.
If I liked somebody on the Celtics, I would have gotten it. But I don't.
Yeah, a lot of people are sort of trashing them. I don't mind like how the colors stand out, but even the Cavs, I don't know if there was another team, but the Cavs and the Jazz have redone the uniforms, and they look like training jerseys, training uniforms.
Oh, yeah.
Like they've just simply taken out. We're going too minimalistic. I think a jersey doesn't have to be so minimalistic. I know the world is going that way, but the Jazz uniforms is just the color,
Single color, yeah.
and then just the writing. It doesn't have anything else to it.
Nuggets have the same for their home. Well, supposedly home
Yeah.
shirt, white. It's just their
Yeah,
name.
but that's got that's pretty standard for NBA. That's got it's still got outline color. It's still got it's got like
there's no texture to it.
3 colors to it. The Jazz now are going to this yellow, black writing, or white, black writing.
Yeah.
And it's just like
They just tried to change the team around.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mix
But
it
anyway,
up.
if
I think it's deliberate to represent tanking. Anyway.
yeah. But if they want to seriously go for the tank, they've got to do a lot more work
They need to play around their pieces.
to blow it up than like the OKC and stuff do. Cheech, we sort of gone to good vibes. You got a bad vibes.
Bad vibes.
Yep.
Philly.
Ooh.
But there's optimism because you guys have 2 good of stars, like Harden, Embiid, Maxey.
Yep.
But it's not a good look. It's
Yep.
not a good look because you guys, your call. I'm talking to you. Oh man! So we have Philly at 1-3 so far. Lucky one today.
Pacers
But
doesn't count.
Yeah, you guys are last with points per game. Oh, sorry, not last. 24th with points per game. 30th with rebounds per game. 25th in assists. So ISO ball heavy. Even though Harden's doing the passing kind of thing. And then 24th on defense rating as well.
And I think we're 30th in pace.
Oh yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
you have let's be high on defense and then slow with pace, because at least you get them into your spider web. Man, everything's just not going right.
Yeah.
And I think, is it too good of play? It's sort of like the Clippers situation. I don't know what's going on with your rotation, but maybe is it too good of players? I want to see Thibault back in.
Yeah, get some foot speed.
I don't know what's going on with who's that ball? Tucker. So as I said,
Living
you
the
guys
corner.
got Tucker.
Tucker's doing good. Defensively. All he needs to do is do defense, and that's what he's doing.
Yeah, but what defense when you're 30th? So the transition defense, nothing.
Yeah.
Spurs and Bucks are just able to run through you like water. Communication on defense. I'm just seeing screens, just a simple pick and roll. No clue what's going on. Back cuts, no clue what's going on.
Yeah.
I said, man, this is, for me, it's not. It's because we put so much high expectation for Philly.
Yeah.
And you guys, for me, would you say 2 years? I would argue maybe even 3 years with Maxey, Thibault,
Tobias Harris.
Yeah, exactly. Tobias Harris too. So you guys have already been there, done that, and we expect another kind of step. And we're really expecting it.
Expecting the Celtics.
But at least he's just shooting bad. But for defense and all that jazz, everything is just not working. But there is, a positive side to it that you guys got a lot of talent. And we just have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
The positive side of it is that with you three, Embiid, Maxey, yeah, you guys are top 3, not top 3, collectively, score the most out of the NBA relatively. But yeah, it's just what happened with Embiid's foot injury. What was that kind of hush hush? All of a sudden, conveniently put out. Embiid couldn't even face the music. He loves talking to the camera. Look at the camera, man. He's like, no, I don't want to do a media show today, or So,
All right.
any response on that, Nate?
All right.
I missed that. I didn't say that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he declined to talk to media after Celtics.
Oh, this is very cute.
Yeah.
Very cute because he loves running his mouth. Where's the accountability? Trying to do a
talk
Westbrook
to the
out here.
media.
So,
Because of his
so
foot.
as you would know, I'm very upset about how the Sixers have started. It's been putrid, and it basically comes down to three things for me. I'll get the first one out the way because it's a bit of a cop-out, but it is truth. We brought in a few new pieces this season, and we have to. That's right, some dogs.
Yeah, but the dogs aren't even playing defense. I don't understand.
No.
You guys brought Montre Harris. He's a punk. He's an absolute punk.
Montre Harris.
Montrezl Harrell.
Montrezl
Oh,
Harrell.
sorry, Montre Harrell. Yeah, sorry, Montrezl Harrell.
Cheech is our
Oh,
local
man.
mispronouncing guy.
Sorry, but he's an absolute bum.
No, he is, bro. He is. Okay.
He just
okay.
runs around screaming,
Okay.
saying he's defense. Okay.
So the first thing, I wanted to get over that one quickly. We brought in new guys. They have to gel, right? They have to gel. That's number one. And when I say they have to gel, even the coaches have to work shit out. The second thing, I don't know which one I want to put second and then the last one. The second thing is Doc Rivers is such a fraud and he must go. I wish he never won that championship in Boston because everyone just, I think, holds on to that for him. But let's be real. Like, how many years now has everyone known he's a fraud? He's blown the most 3-1 leads ever. You know, when Ben Simmons passed under the ring, that famous he didn't dunk against Atlanta in Game 7, that series, for me personally, yes, he was a bit down, but that series was on Doc, not on Ben. But people don't really see that because he's always got a scapegoat, Doc. He's always got a way out. And he always ends up on these really talented teams acting like he's actually a good coach. He's a great man manager. He's great with their egos, with the personalities. You can see the players love him. But that's only 50%. I don't know. You choose how much percentage. That's, for me, only 50% of the job. Maybe it is more. But you need to have a coach that knows the X's and O's and the tactics. He's good from out of bounds plays, timeouts, whatever, drawing up plays. But overall, our schemes, our offensive sort of approach, you know, all these plays. When we played so we started off playing our two main rivals for this season. The Celtics and then the Bucks. Mm-hmm. Personally, I would still count us three as the main three for the East this season.
Miami.
Those two teams, on offense and on defense, every player knows it's automatic. They know what I'm about to do. I have no hesitation because I know what I'm about to do. I know what this play is. I know what this scheme is. I'm going to go to it and I'm going to run it. If the play gets beaten, if the play gets busted, whatever. We don't have any plays. I know we got two ISO heavy guys. That's true. But I just feel like a better coach, a fucking better tactical coach.
Just give it to Embiid and
Come,
let
You
him
know
go to
what?
Make
work.
this work.
I don't know. For me, I thought maybe we're scapegoating Embiid. Embiid is kind of he's up and down at the moment. But in that Celtics game, it was really apparent to me that coach was asking him to kind of run it a bit more because he realized that stagnation, they were kind of doubling him, but Embiid had nothing to give. So I don't know if that had to do with conditioning and whatnot.
So now let me get to the third one, but I can't stress enough how... So this third one is actually the biggest problem, which is Embiid, right? But I'll come back to Doc. The thing about Embiid is it's disappointing. It is really disappointing. Look, he ended the season last season. Obviously, it was still a little bit of an eye thing, but whatever. He would have healed that pretty quickly, and you don't have to get bumped in training. He had the thumb thing, and apparently his hand's still hurting from that, which is concerning. And now they're revealing...
Man, this guy's full of excuses.
Now revealing that he had plantar fasciitis.
Oh.
And the only way to get over that is to really just do nothing, to rest. Look, whatever. He's a big guy. That happens. But for this guy who claims that he's the most unstoppable force in the league, the most dominant player in the league, what else does he say? Anyway, wants to be an MVP favorite.
Yeah.
These best players in the world, you know, last week I was saying this new generation is truly Giannis and Luka's there as well, but Giannis, Jokic, and Embiid, they're truly the new kings. These guys don't do that. Like LeBron James doesn't come back false starting. KD doesn't come back false starting. Giannis and Jokic, the new kings, don't come back starting slow. You know what I mean? Obviously, Jokic, whatever, has to get going. Murray has to get going. But Giannis, 44 fucking points the other day. He doesn't start slow. And Embiid's 40 points against the Spurs wasn't actually a good performance. Anyway, Embiid looks like pre-MVP'd. MVP'd. He looks like pre-MVP Embiid. And that's a worry because pre-MVP Embiid was... he's always bad at
body language,
passing out of the double teams.
His body language.
Just wasn't as motivated. He's heavier on his feet. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
No, you can see it. He's so slow on transition.
I feel like it'll take him 20 games.
Yeah, he's doing the
just
Luka
like a lot.
thing.
But it's just shit that we need. That look, he might have been really injured all off season, but it's shit that he needs that 20 games. As I just said, the teams that actually end up winning championships don't actually start like this. You know what I mean? So Embiid's look, as good as all our players are, say Embiid was Clint Capella, Harden's old mate, we would be nowhere near a title contender. As good as Harden has been this season, and let me take a moment to just say well done to James Harden. He's not quite 2018 James Harden, but he is good. He's very good to start the season. He's at least, 60 to 70% of MVP James Harden. And I don't know. We need to work things out. But Embiid needs to... My concern is... Sorry. Of course I was going to keep going on about Sixers. My concern is that, yes, he's unfit, it seems, Embiid. But it also, I'm getting scared. Something looks like mentality. It looks like he's moping around.
That's what I'm saying.
Mental fatigue. You can see it in the language.
Something looks like he's not happy about something.
He's lost hunger.
And then, of course, I listen to lots of podcasts, and everyone's starting to theorize that he's not happy that James Harden's good again, and James Harden's the focal point.
Nah, really?
I don't think so. Embiid's not like that. But I don't know. I'm fucking...
We're 4 games in. He has been looking better than Embiid.
Yeah.
The AD 72 gamer. He's been looking great.
Just quickly, final couple thoughts. I just want to also say on that note, fucking Bill Simmons, one of the podcast kings, fucking Celtics fan, he reckons that...
AD?
He just he sort of opened the door, Bill Simmons, that... Watch out for Embiid wanting to go to the Knicks.
To the Knicks? That's funny. Nah.
As you can see, I keep wiping the sweat off my forehead because
it doesn't make any sense.
Embiid is not that guy. He's not this guy that doesn't want to win. He's not this guy that is jealous of James Harden, and he's not this guy that is going to abandon the team. But winning solves everything, and we're not fucking winning. We're not fucking winning. We're losing.
Hey, just like the Celtics, they blew me out of the water by winning, so yeah.
Oh, shit.
But it's the way you guys are losing, and it's concerning. But rotation adjustments.
Yeah.
And
Doc, man. I believe, I'm sure everyone believes that Embiid, maybe 20 games, will be back, right? And then, Doc, we might even finish first in the East. Great. But I still think when we're back... It's only going to be because Embiid's back and everyone's clicking, not necessarily because we're outsmarting teams. The Warriors have talent and genius. They're genius. And they also have great talent. Fucking... Here's my take. I know this is early overreaction. I do not think the Sixers can win with Doc Rivers. No. And I actually was sad that we won today against the Pacers. I know that's pathetic, but I want Doc gone. I know it's not his fault. It's not his fault right now. It's Embiid's, but I want him gone. And that's the Sixers. I'm so sorry that I went on for so long. That went for
So I don't mind hearing
20 minutes.
The negative
All right, hold on. All right, now I'll go.
Yeah.
So
throw it out.
Hold on. So I did. What did I do? A negative or a positive? I did the.
So I just did negative. So you're gonna do a positive.
Okay. So I'll do a positive. I did the
good vibrations.
I did the Knicks before. I'll do the Pelicans.
Okay.
Now the Pelicans.
Yep.
my brothers. I knew I was going to be so excited about them. Zion
Palace.
Williamson, my lord.
Go get a bucket, Zion.
Zion Williamson, this man, I don't know how he's a cube. He's a cube and he springs up. And he just makes Ben Simmons look like a child who's fouled out twice now in 4 games, 5 games, Ben Simmons.
You saw today's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram. They got Dyson Daniels. They got the man Jonas Valanciunas when they need him.
He's a great
They
player.
got CJ McCollum, who's just crafty. He's just
crafty.
Crafty.
Look, that
Jones.
yeah. You know, sometimes, coaches get praises, players get praises, but the GM last year, that was such a smooth move.
Yeah.
Man.
And I don't know how many years it is, but here's the thing. Pelicans got 15 picks up their sleeve.
It's crazy.
If the Lakers happen to finish last this season, number 1 pick, not really, goes to the Pelicans.
Yep.
Wembanyama on the Pelicans.
No,
Anyway.
man.
Anyway, here's the thing. They don't have to keep those picks. They can trade these.
They can trade 'em
They can
and
trade
get-
these motherfucking picks. Get some Mike Conley in the vicinity. Get some Jordan Clarkson. Get some who's Eric Gordon. Who's these tanking teams? Get some Buddy Hield before the Lakers get him. Get some Miles Turner. You know what I'm saying? This team can do some real damage, and they're just as exciting as I thought they would. I'm happy that Zion's hip was only a contusion because that was a scary fall.
From the fall.
Great block by
See that?
God.
Jordan Clarkson, yeah.
Oh,
And
it
clean.
clean
I
block.
actually
It
replayed
was
that
so
twice. I'm
bad.
like, he didn't get Zion.
Yeah.
Then I checked it again and I'm like,
That
that was full palm.
nasty.
And you know what? Zion, like many players, will have to learn.
Oh, yeah.
You can't just every single play.
Just jump.
No, he went for a,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
you
went
know
for
what?
like
Yeah,
a
he
show
you
superstar.
can't do that
just-
every time, man, because you will cost your career.
Because he blocked Jordan Clarkson on that end. Jordan, yeah.
Yeah,
and,
so-
and
He
also
got him
you
back.
only have so many jumps. He has to be careful.
Yeah.
Seriously,
So-
that jump was like 3 times the amount of jumps of one.
Yeah, so anyway, the only reason they lost to the Jazz is because Zion and Ingram had to go out for the finish of the game. The Pelicans, good vibes.
Good
Good
vibes. I love
vibrations.
Go, Rise, you got a bad vibes.
Bad vibes. Look, I couldn't even think of a bad vibe team, but I'm just putting Orlando there. 0-4.
This will be interesting for what Chichi has to say next.
Yeah.
So I don't know, just Paulo Banchero. I thought he would have got at least 1 win to start off the season.
It's not about the wins, though.
It's not. I know it's not about the wins. But I just saw their record and put them in the bad vibe list. I don't know. Just got nothing going.
Yeah,
Alright.
well, it's all going to plan, I reckon.
Yeah.
That's
That's why it's on the good vibrations
Yeah.
list for me.
he's got the good vibes.
Yeah, because hey, you guys are playing high octane basketball, man.
High energy.
That crowd is excited.
Yeah.
I mean, when they came out to show off what we can do to Philadelphia 76ers, that was great. Everybody, I've never seen Orlando that happy.
They didn't play us.
I've seen when Mo Bamba beat.
They played.
Embiid
They
last
played
year.
Boston, as you said.
Oh,
And
sorry, yeah,
they
Boston.
played.
No, it was
and they
Boston.
played
It was
New
Boston.
York,
It was Boston.
And they
My
played
bad.
in
My
New
bad.
York as well. I
Yeah.
believe.
And everybody was like, man, excited. All the fans excited, and I say, okay, Paolo can get a bucket anytime. It shoots.
He gets
The
anywhere
big
he
guy.
wants. Gets anywhere he wants.
He and it's good that they're losing because they're doing it proper. Because we can still tank and get another
Yeah.
chip.
So they're exciting,
Yeah.
but they're tanking.
Yeah, exactly. I said this is the best.
Yeah.
And you get to leave.
Good vibes.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say I'm with
That's
you.
fair,
That's the
fair.
right way to
I
do
get
it.
that.
And when I put them in that bottom tier, it's exactly for this. I don't care how exciting Banchero and Wagner and fucking everyone, Bumba,
Cole.
and
yeah,
Cole, and I don't care how exciting they are. They're not good enough to get out of that bottom tier, and they don't want to be out of
It's
that bottom tier.
weird. I think it's just
No, it's just
their
young.
youth.
Just young players.
Yeah. The turnovers are crazy. The defense is absolutely like the Celtics were absolutely toying with
Yeah.
them. Misdirection. Hey, I'm gonna Tatum was like posting up. I'm gonna go one way. He was having success in one way, and then Paolo was like, "Oh, I expect you to do that again," but no, I'm going the other way, man.
Yeah.
So it was just absolutely phenomenal. Cole Anthony, he's hot at the moment, but he's scoring 60% from the 3-point line. So I was like, man, that's unsustainable. T. Ross out here averaging 17 points. Man, his whole career he's averaged 11 points. And also, when I wanted T. Ross to be hot in the Raptors,
Did you say that dunk?
the
actually?
Raptors.
Yeah, he done a pretty good dunk.
Yeah. He's a dunker as well.
Yeah.
But he's getting up there in age, so he only has so many left.
Yeah, he's.
But when he was supposed to be in the Raptors, he's supposed to be scoring consistently, and now you want to be doing it where no more LeBron turn. So anyway, yeah, he's not.
He'll taper off.
Yeah, he'll taper off. So everybody overachieving. But playing well, and Paolo is the right pick for him.
I just really want I've always wanted the Jazz to be good because one day, because I'm a bit of I want to go to Disney World, right? On one of my, eventual trips.
My girlfriend's been like 3-4 times.
Yeah, she loves it.
Yeah. I had no, I'm like, how do you afford to go to Disney?
It's expensive.
Just like, man, let alone, people out here dreaming about it.
Yeah. And I'm one of those, I want to go one day. And when I go, I'm only going when Philly are down playing Miami and Orlando.
Wow.
There was one year when just after Christmas or just before Christmas, we had our Florida stint where, and the NBA is sort of working to make that happen a lot more now. You'll notice that the Raptors and Miami are playing twice in a row.
Yeah.
It's because they're trying to get you get in and get out, never have to go back.
Yeah.
So one year, the schedule will come out. I'll see that Philly are going to Miami and Orlando in December. And I'll be
That's
there.
the one.
That's the way to do it, bro.
the one.
And then go to Disneyland while you're there. Anyway, now, good vibes. No, bad vibes for me.
I had
No,
good vibe. Yeah, you have
bad
bad
vibes for me.
vibrations.
The Brooklyn Nets. It's as simple as this.
Tell me.
It's tough.
Because I actually haven't watched them too much. I just know, hey, these, you have the superstars and they can go. They have a lot of skills, as we all know.
yeah.
But can they get it together? Tell me.
It's as simple as this. I know they've still got one or two pieces, such as Sixth Man of the Year nomination here, Seth Curry.
I was thinking about. I still love it.
They still.
Which that's yeah.
Well, he hasn't
It's gonna
played.
come back hard.
Yeah, but he has to play.
He hasn't. He's been injured.
Lakers get him.
I know they've still got one or two pieces to come back. They've got a gel as well. I'll give them that. But they've just got no defense.
They got no.
He's got none.
But
Orlando,
they got no bench as well. Really.
Ben Simmons is he's pleading for defense out there. He's dying, and he doesn't plead actually because he doesn't talk.
Yeah.
But he's out there fouling out.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what to do. Claxton's doing his best. Royce O'Neal comes in. They just get blown by. KD, Kyrie, as good as they are today. I watched
Ja and Desmond.
Yeah, the first game since 1983 to have two 35-point scorers on each team. And I don't mean average.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's very hard. But
I have to watch a game tonight.
Ja and Desmond Bain both had 38 each. Kyrie and KD had 37 each.
Low.
It was amazing.
Were they going? Were they going at each other? Was it
Yeah, it was a bit of
Memphis
that.
had the upper hand, or was it
No. Memphis sort of always had the upper hand, but
Okay.
KD and Kyrie were doing the work.
was Memphis playing as a team, team game?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Steven Adams.
Yes, sir.
Just quickly, anyone say that Steven Adams video took the towel off the rookie?
No, I saw him get hit in the head by a
On
ball.
the second game, Ja Morant had maybe a bloody nose or something sitting on the bench, and the rookie was right next to him. Steven Adams goes straight up to the rookie, snatches a towel, and gives it straight to Ja.
What a dog.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, I'm like, that's best duo in the league. That's what I thought. Like, that's the best duo in the league.
I'm telling you, man. I hope Steven Adams gets a ring.
They're tight. Hey, they're tight.
They're tight.
They're tight.
He's a real one.
Yeah.
That's how Westbrook was so successful.
Yeah.
Anyway,
they can take him.
the Brooklyn Nets, coming back to them, look, I'm getting vibes of last year's playoffs, and they had less playable guys. I get that, but it feels the same. I know the season's got to...
Who won the trade?
Develop.
Sixers?
Who won the
That's
trade?
what I heard in Sixers game day. Who won the trade?
Sixers commentator Kate Scott, she said, who won the trade? The Nets have no defense. It's like if they played the Celtics right now, the Celtics might whack them. They might absolutely cream them because the Celtics are the best defense in the NBA. And then they got Tatum, Brogdon, Brown, all these offensive weapons as well. Unfortunately, you can't have one side of the ball.
Is it coordination? For me, I see Philly as defenses everything.
These players.
It's individual players.
And
but
then, like,
no
obviously
effort
it's
and
team
anything.
defense. I wouldn't put it anywhere near on the coach.
I think it's pressure.
It's
Does Ben Simmons have more pressure on him now that everyone's like, you don't need to score because you're so good at everything else? Now he really needs to show he
I think
can
he
do
has
everything
a
else.
decent amount of pressure on him.
I
don't
think
know.
he's got a lot of pressure. Like he's
Maybe-
now supposed to be the defensive force and he's
Yeah.
getting fouled out.
But
I know we're only 4 games
but then
in,
again, when
but
you're playing on a team with Kyrie and KD, the spotlight's off you.
Yeah.
of course.
That's
Like
how-
I know
that's how-
what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the
Defensive side of the ball, but I just think he gets so outshone by those two guys. I feel like I haven't even seen much of him in the headlines.
Same. I feel like
Oh.
people don't have to defend him though. That's the problem now. Like people know they can put
yeah.
their corner person on him.
The thing as well, he's still passing when he can still dunk it.
Yeah. No.
That's what I mean.
He's got a mental block.
That's the
yeah,
other
yeah.
thing,
That's
I guess.
like
I
he's got
guess-
pressure on him because it's like, no, I don't have to score because people tell me I don't need it.
No, I think he's got a mental thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You're not going to get a different Ben Simmons. That's who he is.
Yeah, that's who he is.
Still makes decent plays. You know, he
Oh,
draws
yeah.
people. He runs in, he draws the help, and then he kicks it out. Fine. But,
Come
yeah.
playoffs, so no one's
Just
falling for that help.
lay it up,
But it's
son.
But overall,
They won't need to double him anymore.
They're not like, they're not like a complete playoff team.
And their bench.
basically.
If you look at it without Seth Curry, Patty Mills, he's lucky. He's like they have Patty Mills.
Yeah.
But coming off the bench, if you look at them, they've got no
Like,
one that's taking over.
Their only chance
They got no
is
takeovers.
and Joe Harris needs to find it again as well. It's been
Yeah,
so long
he's-
out.
yeah.
Literally their only chance at, for example, contending is to just outscore teams. And it just doesn't work like that at the moment. There's not, I don't know, they're just not going to do that.
That's why Portland are doing so good to start off because they're defending.
A little segue. We could go back to Brooklyn. But I heard that if Kyrie is really upset with and wants to go back to his father figure, LeBron James.
Lakers? Lakers?
Yeah. Trade him for Westbrook. And I was like, this is the dumbest take ever. Do you really want to have Kevin Durant irate to see Westbrook again? So I don't know. I just remembered, what can kind of fix the situation? I was just thinking trades or something like that.
Yeah.
And a Kyrie trade and, switch it for Westbrook. I was like, man, you guys are so fucking...
I don't think
Yeah,
switching
no,
it
that
on
was
for Westbrook
terrible.
Nah,
is
no
going to
way.
favour that team.
All right, have you got another bad vibes?
No, we went through them
We've
twice.
gone through 'em.
Another,
Yeah.
You're all done? You
Yeah.
got another one?
I think I'm done.
Bad or good vibes?
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't... it's like beating a dead horse. Lakers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've got something to say.
Okay.
You go bad.
I got good
All
vibes
right,
from the
so-
Lakers. I don't know about you.
Oh, man. So some people
Optimism.
have decided to wake up and realize that they ain't going to be first. They're nowhere near first. And is it, do I want to put myself into a situation of saying they ain't even going to make playoffs?
Ooh,
Now
11th,
I'm hurting.
11th
I
again?
didn't say play-ins. I wanted to say play-ins.
11th
but-
again?
We give them a chance.
But-
It's the first week.
Yeah, first week.
0-3?
But I didn't, to be honest. Yeah, anyway. 0-3. 20% from three-point line.
Oh, man.
It just gets
118
worse
from
because
29.
you're like, okay, who can actually score from three-point line? And
AD.
80. You've been actually using up, you only have maybe 40 games of 80, and you've used up 3 of them.
He's playing all of. Anyone say that fall? He came back. He came back
He
after that
came
game. He's
back.
like, I'm playing next game, and he played.
Yeah,
He's
so-
playing really good.
Yeah, he's playing. He's playing
really good.
It's easy when Lakers are playing individual basketball.
Yeah.
You see LeBron James.
It's a
hey,
bit
I'm
like a
just gonna
John
get
B
by-
thing. They just had to give it to AD, let
Yeah.
him work, and he scores.
So
That's the vibe. I'm
in my
getting.
notes, I actually do have not making playoffs, but today I just decided to, shy off. But when I was writing my notes, I said, okay, not making playoffs. So maybe you know what? Let's keep that in there because I like a better spice.
We don't forget
Because I'm
that.
thinking, what fucking trades can they make? They have nothing, and
We got,
yeah,
we're
and
waiting
the
for
ceiling's
Dennis
is
Menace to
low.
come
All right,
back.
all right.
Okay. So easy. Okay, are we gonna say Kings over LA? We're gonna say
No
Mavs over
way.
LA.
No way.
Are we gonna say Portland over LA? So that easily means there's no play. Yeah, it's starting to make sense. It's starting to make sense.
Yeah.
Starting to make sense.
There are a lot of teams.
There are a lot of teams besides maybe 4.
It's
and that's
we-
in their whole Western East.
it's weird because I don't know if you've seen the thing. They're actually first in defensive rating. It's because they have 11 steals per game, which is crazy. But maybe it's just fucking frantic basketball.
Westbrook got like 3 and 1.
Yeah.
But then he can't shoot.
And top 5 in blocks.
That's AD getting about 4 blocks a game.
Yeah, so...
He's playing you know what? He's actually, if you actually watch the full game,
No,
of the
he's
Lakers,
playing great.
He's playing really
All right,
good.
let me jump in.
It's exciting.
I'm going to counter again. I'm getting all right vibes from the Lakers.
Yes.
And that might
Get him
be,
a Lakers
I
jersey.
think
Put on the
what
LeBron
it
James.
is. I think what it is in
It's 72
comparison.
AD.
In comparison to what I expected, I'm getting all right vibes.
Really?
He's getting there, right? And you ask, what trade can they make?
Yeah, because that's what I'm trying to...
They don't want to trade both these 2027, 2029 first round picks. They don't want to trade both. You know that.
Okay.
But the Pacers, they want Wembanyama. There's Miles Turner and or Buddy Hield. I should have led with Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield
Waiting
would be
there to be picked
great.
up. Waiting there. All these teams are just waiting for the Lakers so they can, burn them with a winning trade. They trick the Lakers into, I'm forgetting the words, but they fool the Lakers into giving them a bad deal, basically. The Lakers, unless Rob Pelinka truly is trying to get LeBron out without telling anyone, and he's trying to just make them so bad, which it looks like that he did in the offseason, and they extended him, unless he's literally trying to make LeBron ask out,
I don't think he will anyway, but...
unless that's happening, if they really want to contend, they have an option there. They have an option there. Westbrook to one of these tanking teams for example, Buddy Hield.
Get us a 38%
And then
three-point
just
shooter
go
at
find
least.
another. I know they're not as they're not as out there as people think they are, but just go get 1 3-and-D or something off the buyout market or off the free agents.
Sure, okay,
And
Carmelo
make
Anthony.
this Buddy Hield trade, and this team, all they need is shooting. It's actually
We could have won the 3 games.
at least
We-
yeah.
at
We
least
were
it's only
so
one
close.
thing. It's only one thing. They just need shooting, and for Westbrook to be gone. And as
So
much as I hate
is-
Westbrook, I will give him that it's just not a good fit.
It's not, yeah, exactly. So that's where the issue comes in, right? If you're that tanking team, Pacers, you get Westbrook. That's where Westbrook flourishes, man.
Yeah,
You
but
know what I mean?
I don't know. You work out a way. I don't know what to say. Those tanking teams love these opportunities. How many times do we
a
see
star, like a name.
How many
Like-
times do we see these teams absorb it? Maybe the Lakers could convince them. He's actually got a bit of an injury. You don't have to play him every game. Play him in this position.
Like a
blah,
D-Rose.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, just one of these veterans. Shut him down for the rest of the year.
I don't know, Russell Westbrook.
His
Yeah.
personalities, but yeah.
Anyway, I reckon the Lakers, and they go, here, fine. Here's the 2 picks. Give us Buddy Hield. The Pacers don't want no Buddy Hield. They don't.
They've got too many, like, they're trying to...
Yeah, they will get
Did you see him
Westbrook
against
and then get off
Philly
him.
today?
Huh?
Man, he can shoot.
Buddy Hield.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like...
Oh, bro,
really?
Mathurin.
Can I take...
Mathurin's
I
scored
know.
the most points in like.
Is it a 2-for-1? So 1 Westbrook and 2 of those guys, just so I can continue tanking. Is that what we're looking at?
I don't know what
Because
these
I'm not a
teams are going to give.
trade.
Let's stick with the Pacers. I don't know what they're going to actually give, but surely they'll give one. And Miles Turner
for
even
one.
spaces the floor.
Stretch 5.
Even Miles Turner spaces the floor. We know that AD doesn't even like to play center, so that's that as well. We can have Miles Turner.
Nah,
at
he's
center.
gonna- I think they're gonna keep him there.
I'll be trying for 2-for-1.
Of course, but
Westbrook,
when you
one
ask
Westbrook.
what's realistic, you know what I mean. Anyway, so I'm getting at. But here's the thing. Now let me backtrack. Here's the thing: why we all have them so bad is because we don't know how long, as he said, AD is going to last. AD fucking has an injury already. Have you heard that? He's got an injury already. He picked one up against the Clippers.
The back?
I don't know what it
He's
was.
had tight
Everything.
backness.
Muscles,
He was
yeah,
already
like
he already
that.
picked up an injury. If he stays healthy, like the 2020 year, if he stays healthy,
MVP, yeah.
no. But you guys actually have a shot to be in the playoffs, is what I'm saying.
Yep.
it's not all doom and gloom. It's so obvious what the fix needs to be. I just wonder what's going on in the Lakers.
We're playing great, D. We're playing good.
That's where I got confused because I was saying you guys can't even make a trade.
Yeah, they
But
can.
if you're saying they can,
your future will be gone forever. As in, but all these teams do that. Their future, 2020.
Is that real? They turned down the trade to the Jazz at the start of the stage because they had that.
I'm not sure. Exactly.
Yeah.
For what? For
Buddy Hield and Miles Turner for maybe Westbrook or THN picks, and we turned it down because we didn't want to give picks and Westbrook.
Yeah.
No. Hey, Lakers should stop giving away their picks.
Yeah, we need Bronny James, don't we?
No.
I don't know.
Nah, man. LeBron ain't winning no championships. I'm fully convinced.
If you're fully serious about that, and then Rob Pelinka is, if he just thinks that the Lakers have no chance, even if they brought in Buddy Hield, he might actually truly be trying to get LeBron out.
Nah.
Let's make a movie.
I think it's just about making LeBron happy, and by being in the spotlight for a little bit longer into the summer.
LeBron's still scoring 25 plus.
100%.
LeBron doesn't like being in... What spotlight is he in now? He's in a bad spotlight.
Bad spotlight, but hey, at least you're making playoffs. And you have better chance of doing the scoring title too, or beating what's his face for most points.
As in, but you're saying like they got to make the trade to make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you don't need to be a championship team.
I
You
know.
just be in the good light.
I don't know if
LeBron
Portland
did this. Oh, he made it our first round. But they'll be dead.
I don't know if they'll make the playoffs as constructed.
Oh, no way.
This is. So for me, it's truly either what is it? Are we trying to push LeBron out and end this era, or are we going to truly just go all in on this era, trade those picks, have no future, and just get Buddy Hield and go for it? Because if they get Buddy Hield and these two guys are healthy, fucking dare I say it, they can actually contend, let alone make the playoffs. There's music to his ears right now. It's just about what these upstairs guys at the Lakers are thinking.
And then
Because it's just as justifiable, in my opinion, for them to try and force LeBron to ask out. Because LeBron on a trade. Imagine everything that they could get a new future.
Nah, that's impossible though. That's like a Kobe trade too. That's not happening. The only person I see trading is Anthony Davis after they win this miracle championship.
No. Wait, you mean as in you'd have to get too much for LeBron, like the KD in the offseason? Is that what you mean?
I don't think it's. Who
just
trades Michael Jordan? It just doesn't feel right.
No. The Lakers are full of toxic.
Nah, it doesn't feel
LeBron's a Laker.
No.
Lakers do not want anyone else to have LeBron James.
Drinking something.
Bro.
I think that's what it is. They do not want anyone to have LeBron James.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on what they want. It truly depends. Do they want a future, or do they just want to make the most of LeBron? And if they want to make the most of LeBron, surely, and he extended his contract.
Oh, yeah.
Surely he had a word to them and said, "We're trading those picks if I'm extending. If I'm signing, we're trading those picks."
I don't know. I feel like he's got into
I don't believe that.
pension
I don't
kind of
believe that
thing.
LeBron James is ever gonna be like, even when he's like, even maybe bench level. Let's say that happens. I don't know if they will. But even if he gets to a bench level, he'll want to be a bench player on the best team. I don't think LeBron James will ever want to not win. I don't think that era is.
I think it's like a cancer kind of thing. That LeBron James, after how many years now, 2, 3, going into third year of this losing, I think he's kind of being like, you know what, my knees hurt. Let me just score these points and just say I'm the greatest.
Get me out of here.
I don't know. I don't
and
think
I'll
so.
collect my check, man.
I don't reckon, man. I reckon
Fair enough. Hey,
reckon
because
he
you have to
wants
be
to win.
wide. You have to be wide
course.
crazy to be the greatest.
Yeah, bro.
And, that's why he's
doesn't
not.
wanna
Because
ever
Michael
give
Jordan
up.
is the greatest.
All right. Well, we've been gone for ages. Is that everyone's?
Yeah, it's everyone's.
Is that everyone's?
Yeah,
I think it
yes,
is.
sir,
I think it
yes,
is.
sir.
Yeah. There's many teams, obviously, to give vibes about.
Yeah, let me just run through.
You had Orlando and Celtics for good
Yeah,
vibes, and then bad vibes. You had
I wanted to give
Lakers
credit.
and Philly.
Yeah, I wanted to give credit just to Spurs.
Nah.
Playing fantastic
Nah,
basketball.
they won't.
Golden State Warriors, we know they're playing fantastic.
Nah, bleh.
Boring. Pels and Miami, we're just chilling.
Boring. Crap. Miami will do nothing. Anyway, boys, I am away next week, so we will not be recording. So there won't be a new episode next week.
Check out the TikToks instead.
Yeah, so hopefully there'll be TikToks. What I'm going to be doing is obviously, putting snippets of this episode, and I'm going to be putting snippets of last week's episode of our top 10 players. Obviously still relevant, even though we all had Embiid high up there, which is hilarious. And also player awards. So check that out and just have a good week off enjoying the NBA, and I'll speak to you guys in a couple of weeks.
Yes, sir.
What's going to happen?
Safe travels.
Couple Laker wins.
All right, if you are new to the show, hit that subscribe button and that notifications bell. And if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, hit the 5-star rating, and we will talk to you next week.
But he's sticking you and taking all your money.